see the world through other people's eyes. Now, empathy is a quality of character that can change the world.
I have got one story to share with you.
Okay, great.
I hope this will work nicely on video. My sound recordist, because we were recording, was following and listening to the workshop. It was a 3-day workshop, and this was the first day. And she came to me in I think the break in the afternoon, saying that she'd been listening to what we were doing and with the nonviolent communication, and she had this friend and da 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 da. And I just did one empathic guess, something like, well, this is a really important friend to her, and that kind of brought tears to her eyes just there. And I thought, well, this is just the coffee break. I really want to spend more time with you. So later, after the end of the workshop, I did have some one-to-one time with her and the interpreter. And I speak some Russian, so I could follow directly what she was saying. So I was able to kind of listen, looking into her eyes, and so on. And we listened and kind of made some suggestions about how she could listen to this friend who was also very sick and who she was very worried about. And I was a little bit worried that I had sort of come in with these suggestions before listening empathically long enough. But I did the best I could at the end of a day of workshop. In fact, at the end of 10 days of workshops. And but anyway, what I didn't know was that she would go and see him that very evening. And the next day she came back, and she said, "Well, I just had to share with him how important and precious our friendship was from my heart. I couldn't listen to him straight away. I think that was one of my suggestions, was to do the listening first. But I just had to tell him." And he got it, and then he started to talk, and he hasn't been talking to me for so long. It was so wonderful, and da 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 da, and it was so sweet for me, Ray, to get this feedback the very next day of how empathic listening can transform a relationship that's got stuck because of something, an illness or perceived judgments or non-acceptance. So we talked a lot about the importance of accepting, and she went away and just did it, and it worked. It was like, and I had no idea. I'm glad she didn't tell me, because I might have been much more guarded if she had said she was going to go and do it that very night. So that was lovely. That's in Moscow, and I guess the younger people in Moscow, I mean, by younger, I mean under 30, under 40. I think there are some very interesting and energetic and inspiring generations coming up, and in alliance with the 50 and 60-year-old generation. I think we could see something special happening in Moscow in the next 10 years. In fact, I think it's already started, but it's just not visible yet.
What sounds like you wanting to do more there? It's like this. Is this
Absolutely.
This is the first time you've been there, or?
Well, no. I also went in the old days, and I've studied Russian, and I've got a lot of vocabulary, and being half Slovak, I kind of have some insights into the culture as well. So yes, I'm very keen to go back. I've got myself a Russian keyboard, and for typing, and because I thought better to buy it over there and bring it with me. So yeah, really excited.
See the world through other people's eyes. Now, empathy is a quality of character that can change the world.